Attention, all the news in this video are all from around the internet and from our sources. We deliver to you the most realistic news. Make sure to listen well and you can turn on the caption.
Barcelona have no interest to sign Manchester United star Paul Pogba after talks with Mino Raiola. According to the Spanish publication Sport, Barcelona have shown no interest to sign Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba after having talks with Mino Raiola. He is currently out of action with an injury he suffered during the international break in November. The Frenchman will see his contract with the Red Devils expire at the end of the 2021-22 season. As a result, he could reach a pre-contract agreement with other clubs in the January transfer window if he decides to leave elsewhere. That has caused uncertainty to surround his situation at the club in recent months. Raiola had a meeting with the Blaugrana club to discuss several clients under his belt that the financially stricken club could use in the coming transfer windows. The Frenchman was one among them, but they have no interest in trying their hand for his services in the January transfer window. Earlier, the 28-year-old and his agent had rejected an offer from Man United worth £50 million to keep their options open as the season draws close to its end. Time will paint a clear picture on whether he would stay at Old Trafford or move elsewhere to discover newer challenges. There are quite a few Man United supporters who have got tired of the baggage surrounding the France international. That has seen the super agent become one of the least favorite individuals among the fanbase, and his rocky relationship with the club has been well known for years. The midfielder has no doubt lots of quality in his bag, and he has shown that with his national team in their recent rise to the top. However, he has failed to have a similar showing in England for us consistently when we could have needed that on multiple occasions. Some may be tired of his case by now and would think that we should call it a day for the France ace, but a hasty decision should never be taken. Things could change under the new coach, and we have to hope that we do not lose him in the upcoming month. Luis Suarez fearful of Cristiano Ronaldo ahead of Champions League ties. While Suarez will be 35 by time the Champions League clashes come around. But as Cristiano Ronaldo continues to show, age is just a number. Speaking via Mundo Deportivo in reaction to the draw, Suarez mentioned Ronaldo as the irrepressible main man Atletico have to focus their attention on. Atletico won't need reminding. Ronaldo's last match against them was a 3-0 win with Juventus in 2019, to overturn a 2-0 deficit. Suarez was still at Barcelona at the time. Suarez said, "He continues to show what kind of player he is. At United he is a more than important piece and you always have to be careful with that kind of player." Ronaldo scored 6 goals in 5 Champions League appearances for United this season and has 13 goals already for the club since returning. Suarez is still scoring for Atletico too. He has 7 La Liga goals this season, but just 1 in the Champions League. He added, "To win the Champions, you have to face the best and that is why United is there, for being one of the best in Europe. You have to beat everyone." Ronaldo has faced Suarez several times before in El Clasico clashes, and while the Atletico star made no mention of him, there is another Manchester United player he knows even better. Edinson Cavani has been his international strike partner for Uruguay for the past decade and the pair know each other well, even if their meetings at club level have been rare. It is Ronaldo who will take center stage against Atletico, of course. The hat-trick in their last meeting was one of 3 he has scored against the club, with 25 total goals against them. He would dearly love to add to that figure for United next February and March. Brighton boss Potter airs COVID concerns ahead of Manchester United clash. Brighton manager Graham Potter is becoming increasingly concerned about the impact rising COVID-19 cases is having on football, ahead of Saturday's trip to Manchester United. Potter said the Seagulls had 3 or 4 positive COVID-19 cases and were without 7 players, including top scorer Neil Maupay and midfielder Pascal Gross. Brighton are also missing injured centre-backs Lewis Dunk and Adam Webster. And just when things couldn't get any worse for the Seagulls, Joel Veltman limped off with a suspected hamstring injury in the dying stages of last night's 1-0 defeat to Wolves. Key midfielder Yves Bissouma will be suspended for the trip to the Theatre of Dreams after picking up his fifth booking of the season, against Bruno Lage's side. Potter revealed Albion were unsuccessful in their request for the clash against Wolves to be rearranged, following a COVID-19 and injury crisis at the club. Brighton's game against Tottenham on Sunday was postponed due to a COVID outbreak at the UEFA Conference League side, while United's trip to Brentford on Tuesday was called off in similar circumstances. Watford's trip to Burnley was also called off last night. With the new more transmissible Omicron variant circulating across the country, Potter told BBC Sport he was worried about the path the Premier League was currently on and questioned, how long can we stay on it for? Speaking to Sky Sports about his concerns, Potter said, "We all want football to continue, want life to continue as best as we can, but clearly health is the most important thing. We've got some issues ourselves, and this week has been a little bit disturbing in terms of how quickly we've been affected. If that carries on, then we'll have to have some serious thought about action being suspended." Brentford boss Thomas Frank wants this weekend's full round of Premier League fixtures postponed to break the chain on the current COVID crisis. The Daily Telegraph reported last night that the outbreak among Manchester United's players and staff is up to 19 cases. The Manchester Evening News counted 18 first-team players arriving at Carrington on Wednesday, following a 24-hour shutdown at Carrington. It remains unclear whether Manchester United's scheduled 12:30 p.m. clash against Brighton on Saturday will go ahead. Potential AFCON postponement would boost Manchester United transfer move for Amadou Haidara. With less than a month to go, there is uncertainty whether January's planned African Cup of Nations will go ahead. The tournament is set to take place in Cameroon, but concerns over COVID and the spread of the new variant have created fresh doubt. The Mirror report the AFCON could be cancelled, citing reports in France stemming from discussions among the organizers. Egyptian journalist Ismail Mahmoud reports the tournament could be postponed, or held without players from European clubs. Manchester United have two players due to go to the African Cup of Nations, Eric Bailly and Ahmad. The other aspect to a possible AFCON cancellation for United is a deal to sign Amadou Haidara from RB Leipzig becomes a lot smoother. Haidara is currently expected to head to Mali for the tournament, which would mean even if United did sign him, he could not contribute to the team until February. There are also logistical aspects to a deal, like undergoing a medical, and getting him settled into Manchester, which would become a little more difficult if he was at the tournament in Cameroon all month. The Times reports Haidara is a top target for Ralf Rangnick, who signed him for RB Leipzig. There is a £33 million release clause in his contract which makes a transfer relatively straightforward. If the AFCON is cancelled, United could potentially snap Haidara up in early January and have him available right away. This makes him a far more tempting acquisition than otherwise, and could prompt United to act now, as opposed to waiting until summer. Manchester United, one of 5 clubs interested in signing Dusan Vlahovic. Speaking to Republica, as quoted by The Sun, Fiorentina chief executive Joe Barone revealed that Dusan Vlahovic has rejected their latest contract offer amidst interest from 5 clubs, including Manchester United. The 21-year-old has taken the Serie A by storm in the last couple of years. He banged in 21 goals last season and has continued his good form into this campaign, scoring 17 times in 18 appearances across all competitions. In doing so, he has caught the attention of a host of Premier League clubs, including Man United. Edinson Cavani could leave in January amidst interest from Barcelona, according to Sport HT The Express. Cristiano Ronaldo will also turn 37 in February, and the Red Devils have already scouted the Serie A striker. Man City, Newcastle United, Tottenham Hotspur, and Arsenal are also keen on signing him. The interested suitors have now been handed a boost as Fiorentina chief executive Joe Barone has revealed that the Serbian international has rejected their latest contract extension offer. Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe may be the next centre-forwards to dominate world football, but Vlahovic is not far away. The former duo play at clubs that regularly compete in Champions League football and their respective league championships. If the Serbian is handed the same opportunity, he could explode and turn into a goal monster, not that he is not already one. Man United could hand him the platform to do so by offering the prospect of playing for one of the biggest clubs in Europe. After all, football is a team sport and a player can only do so much all on his own. Going by our recent history and stature, it is safe to say that United are a bigger club than La Viola in more ways than one. And apart from Man City, the Red Devils appear to have a more exciting project than the rest of the suitors, especially with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick at the helm. It would also not hurt our chances to land the young striker if we can qualify for the UEFA Champions League again this season, which wouldn't be an easy task to do. The £70 million rated player is one of the hottest properties in the market, and if he is to leave Fiorentina anytime soon, Man United need to ready a big check to get him through the door before another club swoops him up. Barcelona president Joan Laporta met Mino Raiola over Borussia Dortmund star Erling Haaland amidst Manchester United interest. According to Fabrizio Romano via Daily Mail Online, Barcelona president Joan Laporta had a meeting with Mino Raiola to discuss matters over Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland amidst interest from Manchester United. His future has been a constant discussion among many due to his talent coupled with the relatively low release clause. Haaland has had a ridiculous goal involvement since his move from RB Salzburg to Dortmund in 2020. Having featured in 73 matches, he has scored 74 goals with 20 assists to add to it. That is quite a mind-blowing output and rightly places himself as one of the, if not the, most lethal strikers in the world right now. Romano revealed that Raiola and Laporta had met in Italy to discuss a potential move in the future. The Norwegian has a release clause of £64 million, which would get activated at the end of the 2021-22 season. However, Barca are cash-strapped, and their financial problems have been well documented. Man United are keeping tabs on the Dortmund star and they could be concerned due to this development. The super agent and the Blaugrana president have a great relationship between them which cannot be said for everyone else. It remains to be seen whether something would result from the meeting as time goes on. Most United fans know how the agent has had a shaky relationship with the Red Devils over the years. He is also the agent of Paul Pogba and has had a fair few run-ins with the Red Devils in the past. The Spanish club has an advantage over us in that department, but their financial ability to meet the expenses incurred in such a move is still something which remains unclear. That should even the playing field in general, but at the end of the day, very few people can predict the complex factors that can arise during transfer negotiations. The Bundesliga attacker would be a fantastic signing for the future as he has years left in his bag and would provide an instant lift in quality to our squad. With Cristiano Ronaldo and Edinson Cavani nearing the end of their careers, we would need someone like him to fill that gap.
We will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on our channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate your support.